we are now joined once again by Emmanuel Kirunda from the Uganda Journalists Association to talk about this new bill that's been enacted, signed by the President. And we've got him on the line now, which seems to be a little bit better of a connection. Emmanuel, thanks once again for joining us. Let's start again and just get a sense of why you think government and what are they saying that this bill has been enacted and why it's necessary.
Thank you very much. Once again, I am humbled and privileged to have joined you from Uganda, Kampala. As Uganda Journalists Association, we strongly condemn and protest the law. It's now a law. It's an act now of Parliament as we speak right now. We are opposed to it in the way that it violates many provisions of our Constitution, notably Article 29, which provides for the freedom of expression, which includes the freedom of press or the media. It also violates Article 40 of our Constitution, the Ugandan Constitution, which provides for practicing of the profession. And journalism is a profession in Uganda, just like elsewhere. It doesn't only violate the Ugandan Constitution, but it also violates many other bills of international rights, notably the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In Article 10 of the Declaration, there is a provision for enjoyment of right to expression of opinion, free opinion, without interference of government. What you have seen or what you've witnessed with enactment of this law is that you cannot express your opinion. You cannot express, what you feel. So in that regard, we feel this law is unconstitutional. This law violates many international laws. And as the Uganda Journalists Association, we feel that it was brought in bad faith. It is uncouth. It is outrageous. And we cannot leave it to go unchallenged. Actually, we have held a meeting today, earlier in the day, and we have resolved to seek legal redress in the Constitutional Court to provide an interpretation on whether it doesn't violate the Constitution. And we pray that when this matter reaches or gets to the court, that it is handled expeditiously, because many voices, as we speak, they're going to be gagged, not only for the public, but also for the media, for the journalists. So it gags free speech, it gags free expression. It's a bad law. And we are really, really calling upon everyone who feels that independent journalism is pivotal or is the cornerstone to progression of any democracy, to really join us. And we say journalists should have the space from within which they should operate.
Emmanuel, this bill is called the misuse of social media. Are we saying that there should be no curbs at all about how social media is used, because it can be quite harmful at times?
Yes, while there are some elements who wrongly use the social media or who abuse the social media, it doesn't necessitate enactment of legislation like this one. You should remember that a while ago, I think like 2 years ago, our government introduced a sort of tax or taxation which was named OTT, over the top tax. And the intention was to limit or to curtail access of the social media in the name of abuse or misuse. So we feel that there should be expression of opinions. And we think that one of the reasons as to why people have resorted to usage of the social media is that maybe the space has narrowed, maybe the space has shrunk. So, which is why they are on social media. Again, when the state or when the government goes for them where they are, hope to find free space, then that is also creating, lots of questions. So all we are saying is that there are laws already, there are many existing, legislations, with exception of this, within which if someone maybe went overboard, they can go for them. They can go for them. Yeah. The state has been arresting. The state has been calling to order those that are felt to have indeed maybe gone over, beyond. The laws are in place. We don't need, new laws. All we need is, I think, to work on what indeed compel, our citizens to behave the way they are behaving. So we are not saying that the users of social media, are perfect, but we are saying that if at all the state allowed to pay attention to, what these citizens are raising, I think the better.
Is this law even enforceable? If you think about how many people are on social media under nom de plumes, and also the use of VPN, I doubt that any law enforcement agency would be able to enforce this unless they pick and choose certain people for political end.
Yes, absolutely. We are also doubting, their capacity to enforce it. But let's just, watch and see how all it will, unveil. But social media, to justify that this law is bad is that, and to justify that this law is bad and that maybe our government is anti-social media is that Facebook, as we speak right now, is off. It has been shut out. It has been, shut down. It is off. And those who access, of course, they use VPN. But it is illegal in Uganda because it is off. So we are not cocksure whether the capacity is enough on the side of the state to enforce it. But we shall watch and see. But there are also elements. There are also, clauses in that bill, in the act, which affect actually their operation. For example, the intelligence. If the law or if the act prohibits access of information in form of recording, video or voices. When someone has not, authorized you, I wonder how they're going to do that. I wonder how they're going to go undercover and obtain information. Yeah. But on our side as journalists, those who are in investigative journalism are also infected heavily because those who have been doing undercover stories, now with the presence of the law, you cannot do that. You need to first obtain, permission from he who or she who you intend to investigate against, which I think cannot work.
Or do you think, and perhaps finally, because we've run out of time, that this may have political motivation to stop criticism of government, perhaps?
Yes. On one hand, I should say yes. On the other hand, I should say no. But on the yes side, you are aware, just like I am aware, that Facebook is, like I told you, that Facebook, had been shut down. prior to, general elections, the internet was shut down. All that, I think, have political connotations. One wonders why could internet have been shut, down. On the other side of that's where element of abuse comes in, which I think is minor, and the state has all the ability to, to cure that. And I really doubt whether this act will cure or will address that question or that syndrome of, abuse as it is trying, as it is being portrayed. But it has political connotations. It has political, feelings. And if at all journalists are gagged, then those who are opposing, the government will also, not find, room for free expression of their opinion.
Emmanuel Kirunda, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very, very much indeed for joining us on the line. Thanks for your time.
Pleasure.